No, but then do you know the funny thing is, right? Hoes can be very smart. A lot of hoes are very intelligent.
We don't give a shit.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's not
good.
about that.
I know
She
you
now
don't
has a
give a
stigma
shit.
that
All
she
you
just
give a
gives
shit
herself
about is sex
And loyalty.
and loyalty. And the hoe will probably give you sex, and she can lie about being loyal. If a woman tells you her body count is 0 and she's a virgin, that's what you're gonna believe. So
No.
No, men are...
Okay, I see you shaking your head, so go ahead, give me your rundown on the situation.
I think just about like what, I don't know her exact name, but the owner of the podcast just really thinks, her thing, she literally was about to say that men are not stupid, which they're not.
Yeah.
Like, you could not lie to a man and be like, oh, I'm a virgin, and then start riding on your feet.
Yeah.
It doesn't add up, babe.
Yeah.
Like,
you gotta be congruent, basically. But exactly. I don't want to give games to the hoes out there, but it's congruency. If you always out, you got male friends, you are throwing thotty pictures on the internet, whatever, blah, 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 yeah, they're going to look at you as a whole, even though you might not be one.
Exactly.
Stupid. They know if you've been single a long time. They know if you're over a certain age. Like, I mean, I hear guys like that. I'm friends with a lot of guys in these spaces that give dating advice to men, and they said, yeah, if a girl says she's over 25 and a virgin, don't believe her if she's been single.
That's not true though. I know 25-year-olds that are virgins.
Okay, well they can say that, but
no,
I
know
don't.
that they're virgins. So.
What type of virgins? You know.
Born again.
What type of virgins?
Born again virgins.
Okay, question for you and your friend groups that you know: are they typically virgins, or they typically already had sex by the time they're 25?
I would honestly say that I can count on my hand at least 4 or 5 girls that I know that are like one of my closest friends, and they are still virgins to this day. But we're also 19 and 18.
Oh, okay,
so,
gotcha.
So there's also a lot of us who a lot of them haven't been in relationships. A lot of them haven't done all this other stuff and whatever. Mm-hmm. So they're used to just like, high school shit. And then they just got into college. So a lot of them are just now losing their virginity.
They about to wild out. I got you.
Well, that and a lot of them are already in like relationships, like in early. So.
No,
she went to church and just changed her lifestyle.
No,
she
not
just
born
took
again
it.
virgins. People that have grown up in the church.
I really want to know what vibrator you recommend to your friends and like the group of people that subscribe to this.
Dead.
Because I know there's a favorite brand. I know they have a group chat and they're like, yo, the Maestro Pussy Master 3000 is fucking way better than these men.
Dead.
Yeah, that's true.
Can I ask a question back to courting, right? In your eyes, right, outside of personality, do you see men having different value in terms of their romantic potential to you? So do you see some that have higher, some have lower? You don't know them personally, but you see some as higher and lower.
Same question.
I kind of want to hear it again. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, shit. Where's
Sorry.
my buttons at?
See some that see men supporting, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Can I ask a question back to courting, right? In your eyes, right, outside of personality, do you see men having different value in terms of their romantic potential to you? So do you see some that have higher, some have lower? You don't know them personally, but you see some as higher and lower.
Okay.
Like not
he may be not a good communicator, not attacking your character, buddy. But how do you value men? What values you put on men versus like if is
like
money
a high
very
value
important?
Men versus low value men, pretty much.
But what qualifies that is what I'm asking. Yep.
So emotional support for me, being able to like protect me mentally, physically.
Okay. But how do you gauge that?
Guiding.
How do you gauge that? Because he's more so talking about surface level. You barely know the person.
You barely know the person, just getting started to know.
Yeah.
Honestly, like really just knowing like how do we click? Because there's a lot of people that like you can tell when you're about to be really good friends with that person, they could develop into something more versus somebody that you've spent an entire week with and you're like forcing yourself to go back on dates, which.
Gotcha.
Ladies, I know that we've had that once or twice that we're like, we really just want to make this work. Like, he's the perfect guy in every other aspect. Like, he makes good money. He looks good. He's tall. He's this, that, and the other. But he's just boring as fuck. Okay,
no, hold on. Stay right here for a second. So you keep coming back, but what are the things that you keep coming back to? What are the things that's most valuable to you, the reason why you keep coming back?
For sure, like, status, how you're, how you like treat your friends, honestly, too, or like kind of the friends that you have too. Okay.
Let's slow down for a second. Status, what do you mean by status?
Status, so like in my age range right now, 18, 19, I expect you to either be in college, be working into something, at least show me that you can commit to something bigger than just yourself. definitely college.
So that's more so purpose, I would say, than status.
Okay.
Because status to me is more so like popular. It's more so like classism versus
like more of like what do other people want that you don't have kind of thing.
Exactly.
Excuse me. Then as far as that goes, I mean, status would definitely be important to me. But at the same time, I would turn down a guy who is flexing Bugatti and a Maserati or whatever in my face versus the guy who's humble and probably has a lot more money than him. One, because he's not flexing shit like that. Yeah. But also, like, you can just tell that I would go for a more humble status rather than a flashy ass guy. Okay. Because
keep going.
I know that women, it's the Jones effect, and that's just in general, men and women, we all want what we can't have. Okay. But at the same time, women always want to complain about, oh, my man's going to go cheat, or, oh, my God, I feel like I have so much competition, this, that, and the other. But you chose a 6'6" guy who makes 6 figures, who drives a nice car, who takes care of his family, who does all this other stuff. Obviously, not just you is going to want him. There's going to be a lot of women. So, like, I look for guys.
Learned a lot. She's grown.
Fellas,
she's grown. Go ahead.
I definitely look for, like, in my boyfriend, I looked for somebody who, he takes care of his family. He's very good with the way that he talks to me. He's very good at already guiding me. Like, I told my mom, and it's such a minuscule, like, such a small little thing. I never worked out, and I used to literally eat once a week. Like,
hold on, let's rewind. So I'm guessing, or correct me if I'm wrong, guidance is, like, your number one thing? Or what is your, like, number one, number two, number three?
Okay, the number one would definitely have to be support.
Okay.
And then number two would have...
Okay, no, you gotta slow down.
What type of support? Okay. So number one, support. So emotional support for sure.
Okay. But how do you know that off rip? Because again, I'm going back to the real, original thing is you barely know the person. So what are the things that you qualify as, okay, he seems or deems worthy as dating me or being in my life in a serious manner?
As a woman and as myself, I talk a lot. Like a lot. So if he can just sit there and listen to me and not feel like he has to like argue with me, but also understanding that like communication is such a big thing for me because that's one of the biggest things that gets lost in translation. That like
so just listening
for sure, but also being able to like listen and give constructive criticism.
And not every man is.
Okay. So like being able to be like, okay, well, I feel like ladies also like, it goes back to that whole thing of like, if he wanted to, he would. And like my biggest thing is like for guys, especially if they show that like the biggest thing of like how they show that they care without even realizing it, is like a guy will give out advice or he'll try to help you. He'll give you a solution. That's the biggest thing. And we see it as like, but I just wanted to talk to you. I didn't want a solution right now. I just wanted to vent.
We're gonna talk about that. So, hold on, because actually I want to get to that's a good topic that you just brought up, but we're trying to stay on topic right now.
Sorry.
So what are the other two things that are most important to you that you value in men?
Protection. For sure, and then guidance, of course. Okay.
Seen as equal in your eyes, are they?
To be honest, I am somebody who really just it's mainly just personality.
No, I'm saying outside of personality. So I'm like, for example, like if a matchmaker came to you and said, we've got 10 guys, this is what it is on paper, some you would rate higher than others, wouldn't you? Based on what you're looking for.
I would probably rate bums low.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So you rate guys at different values, right? Do you understand that men do the same for women?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
They're entitled
so
to.
Do you think courting is deserving of the highest value woman? Or the higher value he sees her, the more he courts her. I'm just asking a question.
No, yeah, I can.
Do you think the higher value he sees a woman, the more he should court her?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
But the funny thing is, right?
So there's some women, to a guy's eyes, right? If he sees courting is reserved for the highest value woman in his eyes, there'll be some women that he sees that's not worth courting.
Yeah, definitely, of course.
Okay. That's all we're saying.
Like marriage?
No,
No, courting is like taking out on dates, taking out multiple dates, trying to actually get to know you versus trying to just fuck you.
I've never heard of that before. Okay, so thinking.
People say she's for the streets. They don't want her.
Exactly.
No, but I hear everything you guys are saying. But it doesn't change the fact that a hoe, whatever you define as a hoe, is deserving of courting, and she will be courted by someone. She might not be courted by you, but trust me.
But no guy like
hoe is getting taken out.
But
probably more premium man than most virgins.
A lot.
No. Probably more premium men than most virgins.
Okay. So you're right on some level. hoes do a very good job of hiding it a lot of the time, and they do end up getting married a lot of the
because number one, there's too many simps out there, so they're willing to marry hoes. And number two, I'm gonna be cool. Y'all might say I'm putting that cape on for hoes, but hoes have the best personality. I ain't gonna cap. Any thoughts?
I mean, they're used to entertaining, so yeah, for sure.
The time
they do.
But the issue, and I've asked a lot of older people this, like I've asked people like in their 40s, 50s, like what happens to the hoes? They get married eventually. They say, yeah, but they're the first divorced. So they leave.
It's not a safe bet.
I want to go back to like what you said about how virgins are 80% more likely to stay married.
Yeah. Well, they're more likely to rate their marriages happy after 10 years.
Oh, so it's actually happy, because that's a big question. Are they actually even happily married?
Well, all you can do, they say believe women. So if we ask them and they say they're happy, are you?
That's an interesting
Do you
one.
not believe women?
So this is false.
No, my question would be, seriously, are they actually happy after?
But we
so
believe
many
women
years?
here. So
yeah, if they say they're happy, that's really
Sorry,
good.
just to go back, I still don't think I've got an answer to the question though.
Which question were you
So
asking?
it sounds to me at this stage that I know you're speaking on behalf of women, but it sounds, that's what you said, but it sounds.
For you personally, what distinguishes a guy from boyfriend potential and hoe hookup potential?
Definitely like a hookup potential is just like, okay, cool. Like we don't really have to talk about much of anything. There's no substance for real. Like we can just be cool. We look cool together just in case we got to be seen together. I can be, singing against with you, whatever. But for boyfriend, it's like, / husband, it's like, okay, you walk into a room and you're the first person I see. I don't even notice anybody fucking else. 1, 2, you're also that person where like, I go to you every single time. Not every time something's wrong, because that's why we have friends as well. But going to you for certain things of guidance-wise. Of, I don't think my friends could help me out. This doesn't seem like really a situation like that. My man is proficient in XYZ. I'm going to go to him for XYZ things.
Okay, but before you even get to know the two, like surface level type shit, how do you know the difference between how you are going to take them serious versus you just going to have fun, enjoy yourself?
For me, it's honestly... I think that it takes me a little bit longer, personally, just because I think that one, I think as women, our biggest, like, what's the word? Oh, God, my ear is itching. Our biggest, like, thing that we can hold over men's head is sex.
Facts.
So the longer that you keep that over their head dangling, either one, they're just going to be like, all right, bitch, I'm tired of working for it. Yeah. That, or they're going to be like, yeah, like, this is something. This is worth something, So it's like... You either hold out on that and see if that's what you want your boyfriend, or if you just want it to be a hookup, whatever. But I also think that intimacy is very important in a relationship, but you can also find that in other ways. So I think.
Hold on. Let's go back. Okay. So I want to ask the question one more time, very clearly. Okay. At the beginning, when you meet two guys, how do you know that one is I'm just gonna just have fun, enjoy myself, and the other one is, oh, I actually want to have a relationship with this person at the beginning, like when you just meet the person or you on your first date type of thing?
Honestly, like, I think that's a very difficult question for me.
Yes.
Just personally,
it's a
because
question for most girls.
I go into pretty much any date that I've gone on, with every guy, like, obviously, I've always been like, you know what, maybe there could be something more. But I always initially think, like, this is just going to be a friend. This is just going to be whatever. So let's see how we vibe first, and then I see how we vibe, how you take care of me, when we're together that first time. Do you open my doors? Yeah. Do you do more for me than just a friend would? Gotcha. How are, like, certain things that I could differentiate, and I could find this in all of my female friends, versus I can't find XYZ within my female friends, so I'm going to find this in my man. So that's what I kind of look for, I feel like, if that makes more sense.
No, that makes a little bit more sense.
My apologies.
Am I? Did I say
no,
that?
she's not.
I'm speaking on behalf of myself.
She's speaking on behalf of herself.
I don't think
her own planet.
I don't think like a lot of women do.
You've said that you're speaking on behalf of women. It sounds to me like you're speaking more on behalf of yourself personally.
I am.
Right.
I've never said I was speaking on behalf of
women.
women.
Right, that's fine. But so let's go back to my original question.
Okay.
You said every woman deserves to be courted.
Okay,
right?
yes.
No, they don't.
Now, if a man...
My own opinion.
Right, but if a man...
Okay, from your perspective, real quick, does every woman deserve to be courted? And again, courted means that taken out on dates, treated like I'm trying to take you serious. That's what courted means. Courted means I'm trying to vet you and to see if I can marry you.
I think that every woman should be given the opportunity to do so, but there's also times where it's like you're proving yourself that you're not taking me seriously. Why the fuck should I continue to spend my money on you that I worked hard for? Like all this other stuff that I worked hard for just to give it all away to you, that you're not even taking me seriously. So I think that maybe not every woman does, because there are some women who do just use men to go on dates, just get free meals, do this, that, and the other. Yeah. And we know who you are. But at the same time, I think that there's a lot of other women who may not be as vocal about it, and they genuinely are looking for a relationship. They are looking for XYZ, but they just don't want to be all flashy about it and always like, you know what, I want to take us seriously. Not every woman's like that, you know?
First of all, only go on one date. Other than that, scrap her ass. All right, let's continue on.
And but you've also said courtship, obviously being dating without sex. But you've also said that women and men can date, and you just agreed recently that a man, hold on, a man and a woman can lead to a relationship if a man and a woman has sex while they're dating. So why the fuck is a man going to waste all of the? Why is a man going to waste all of those resources, that time and energy on courting you with no guarantee of sex at the end, when he can just date you, have sex at the same time, and get the same loyalty and sustainability at the end?
So he can date someone else.
Did you understand what he said?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I mean,
basically, why would you put more resources into courting a girl and taking her serious on multiple dates, etc., getting to know her, time, money, resources, versus just hooking up, dating her, and you get the same thing that you want?
Yeah, without having put in so much effort and losing.
Yeah.
I get you.
And have sex, because if you're gonna court me, we're not gonna have sex, because I'm not gonna just sleep with you.
You've just gone back on your statement.
Yeah, but then why wouldn't he just?
I'm trying to answer your question.
But he's saying, why have you gone back earlier? Because you said that someone can date you and have sex, but you're saying, oh, he's courting you. What's
I'm not
the
saying
difference?
me.
But that's what
I'm
he's
saying in general. Okay. You can't date me and just have sex, and I will hope that one day it leads to a relationship. That can't happen to me.
Respectfully, forget you for a second.
That's what I said. That for people, for women in general, you can date and it can lead to a relationship for other women. But the reason why I don't think that's right is because that is not 100%. So I don't think it's right. What's not 100%? It's not 100% that it's going to lead to a relationship and to marriage. Yeah, it's not 100% that the dating is going to lead to marriage or to anything serious. That's fine. But so I'm not going to just let you take me out and sleep with you.
No, that's fine.
And then
hold on a minute. But that's fine. But at the same time, it's also not a guarantee that a man will get sex at the end of courtship. So it sounds like you want to have your cake and eat it.
Yeah.
That in lies the problem, fellas. The girls want their cake and eat it. We want our cake and eat it, and both of us trying to eat the cake. So that in lies the problem. Do you yourself see an issue with, I guess, men versus women on the different things that we want? Because it's kind of like opposite. We want variety. We want, stuff like that. And you guys want more so monogamy. Obviously, there's some girls out there that are hoes. And it kind of conflates the two. Just like she said, from her perspective, she wants a guy to court her, take her serious, take her out on dates, expensive, probably extravagant shit. But from his perspective, most men's perspective, we just want to date, fuck, and have the girl around, hang out, versus without that extra shit or marriage or anything like that.
I mean, I think it all just goes back to the fact that men don't want to. Men only get married because they want to satisfy their woman. That is the only time, really. Men never want to get married because at the end of the day, they know that they're going to be losing a lot more than they're gaining. And in general, women, we're the first ones to be like, oh my God, I'm engaged. Oh my God, I'm married. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm married. Yeah. Men are like, oh, what's up, bro? Like, I got married, bro. Huh? I think that just kind of relates back to the fact that we obviously want different things. Mm-hmm. I think that it's also, I've been watching a lot of videos lately, and men and women communicate differently as well. Yeah. So men, blunt, straight to the point. Yeah. We get to this, direct, we're done. Exactly, very direct, and it's over and done with. A lot of people, and women especially, it's very difficult for us because we're used to being like, well, I have 20 million things in my head. Let me try and spew that into one conversation. I do it all the time. I'm a very big person at doing that. I've been trying to get better about that.
Sounds familiar.
I'm very bad about redirecting my conversation back into the first thing, but. Just now. But
I need to stay on topic button.
Just for you. I know. But I don't know. I think that men and women obviously want different things, but they also want the same thing at the end of the day. I think that we all want someone to come home to. Whether that's some, like, I think that women have to understand that, like, you know, maybe your man just wanted to go out and do whatever during the day, but he's always going to come back to you. Mm-hmm. Like, men just want somebody who's, you know what, I got a meal, my house is clean, my bitch is home. Like, that's all I want. We all want somebody to go home to at the end of the day so we don't feel lonely. That's really what it is. Okay. We just want commitment.
I can't even add nothing to that one. Where can they find you on Instagram?
Oh, okay. LLLYRIQ. I'm not really on my social medias right now, but.
Okay. All right. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to follow her, the link to her Instagram will be in the description below. Join the Patreon army and get Red Pill and Chill on Amazon. I'm out. Peace. I got